caviar, but we had it every damn day. You know? Yeah, too much caviar. And yet, it stirs up envy, Bing. Who does she think she is, Marilyn Monroe?
I arrived at Marilyn's house in Brentwood, which is just outside of L.A. I pressed the doorbell. My heart was pounding because I absolutely had no idea what to expect. When her housekeeper opened the door, I was amazed. In front of me was a virtually empty living room. There was nothing in it but a couple of chairs. I put the tape recorder on the floor and was kneeling down trying to get it to work. Suddenly, in front of me, I saw yellow slacks, and a voice said, "Is there anything I can do to help?" And so that's the way I met Marilyn Monroe, on my knees. She looked great. She'd had her hair and makeup done, but she was clearly troubled. And I saw a roller coaster of moods, intensity, a lot of anger and sadness, as we discussed how her life had been changed by fame.
What has Marilyn Monroe got that a million other women have and prefer not to show?
I think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Fame and happiness, it seems to me, is certainly temporary and a partial happiness or a waif. And I'm not calling myself an orphan, but I was brought up a waif. You see, I was brought up, I think, differently than the average American child. Because, no, but the average American child sort of, you know, like to be happy, you know. To be happy, that's it. Gee, happiness wasn't anything I ever took for granted. I loved to play. I didn't like the world around me too much because it was kind of grim. I just felt like I was on the outside of the world, and suddenly everything opened up. I thought, gee, what happened? You know, the world became friendly. It opened up to me. I didn't realize the value of a sweatshirt in those days. I mean, I sort of was beginning to catch on, but I didn't quite get it because I couldn't really afford sweaters.
She had that wild laugh, sort of a trademark, but in the interview, it seemed to come out at odd moments, out of place. Marilyn gave her fans the credit for her fame. She felt she never had respect from the Hollywood studios, and only her adoring fans really understood her, and they had made her a star. Talking about them were the only really happy moments of the whole interview.
If I am a star, the people made me a star. There was no studio and no person. But the people did. There was a reaction that came in to the studio. I mean, extraordinary you can't imagine. And they say, you know, you're the only star that they've got, or you're the star, you know, and they look at me as if I was nuts. Gee, I never felt I had an effect on people until I guess I was in Korea. I don't think until then, really, because studios that I worked with always said, remember one thing, you're no star. Sometimes people want to see if you're real. They kind of look to you, towards you, for some kind of, something that's, I guess, away from their everyday life. I guess you call that entertainment, huh?
And we all lose that sound in the end. Yes, my old days be fun, don't lose that day. Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
People are like, the public's can trust. Coming out of my apartment in New York, 57th Street, when I come out of the door, they say, Marilyn! Hi! How do you feel this morning? To me, it's an honor.
Marilyn was ambivalent about being a sex symbol and ambivalent about the press who had reinforced that image. They had delivered the audience to her, but she still didn't trust them. That's why she wanted my questions in advance and clearance of the final story. Of course, she loved the attention of the press, but she hated being mobbed by reporters and photographers every time she came out in public.
They're just tugging on you all the time. They're always pulling.
They are, and I don't want to sound paranoid, but they are. They don't like sort of a chunk, somehow. I mean, they kind of take like pieces out of you, and I don't think that they realize it. They're kind of grabbing pieces out of you, and you do want to stay intact, intact, on 2 feet. They want to know, like, what is it like? Sometimes it's nearly impossible. And there is a need for aloneness, which I don't think that most people realize for a creative person or an actress. It's almost having certain kind of secrets for yourself that you'll let the whole world in on. But there has to be those moments of privacy. I used to laugh so loud and so gay. I would ask the boys, I said, can I ride your bicycle around? They said, sure. And then I'd go zooming as I start to blast in the wind, riding down the block, laughing, But I loved the wind because it felt like it caressed me.
Marilyn only got a couple of phone calls during the entire interview, and once when the phone rang, Marilyn told her housekeeper, if it's an Italian, tell him I'm not here. I believed she was referring to Joe DiMaggio. Marilyn had 3 marriages, but all were failures. She didn't even want me to mention her first marriage at age 16 to a sailor.
Well, I have to explain to you, I was never used to being happy. So that wasn't something I was sort of counting on. I think I counted on it, yes, in marriage. I was very young, and I used to love to play house. And you could pretend, you could say, hey, what about if you were such and such, and if I were such and such, and they'd say, oh yeah. And it was like, you could make your own boundaries.